Hey you guys, and welcome to PeaPie Kreations. My name is Sean, and today we are going to make a Zodiac tumbler cup. I've been trying to make this video for the past hour, so I have a lot of the stuff already done. I'm just going to go back and show you what I kind of did, how I got the image that I am going to do. So I went to ChatGPT because I wanted to make a Pisces, just the word Pisces in bubble letters. I did want it to have it where the color kinds of fades into a next color, so a gradient. So up here is the prompt that I use. ChatGPT did give me several prompts. Um, I will show you the prompts. I did go to Canva AI to make and create the one that I decided on getting. Um, but here is, give me one moment. This is the size that you will need if you're wanting to do a tumbler cup. And it's a 20-ounce tumbler cup straight. So the dimensions are 9.3 by 8.2 inches. Here is Canva AI. Go to image. Okay. So these are the images that ChatGPT has given me. I like a lot of them, but the one that I went with is this one right here. So I'm going to go back and show you what I did. I selected this, took the background off, made sure that it was in the middle. Um, if you don't put anything for a background, it's just going to print off white, which I did kind of want just a white tumbler cup with words, but I figured that it needs just a little bit more. So I went to elements and I actually chosen these three right here. Which is this one, and this one. And all I really did is just take it, made sure it was kind of like in here, and I did it somewhat like this. And I went to positions and I held down the shift and I clicked all the ones that I want to move so that we could go in the back. Okay. So now this is the final of how it looks. I got it really to look like this. I do have Silhouette Studios, which I usually just take my images from Canva to Silhouette Studios. But for today, I'm going to try something different. I am going to be doing sublimation. So as you know, with sublimation, that you do have to do everything backwards. So instead of doing it like that, I am going to select and see if I can do them all at once. Okay, I can't. So I'm going to select each one and flip it horizontal. And also the Pisces. I'm going to flip it horizontal. So now it's horizontal. So, I mean, everything is backwards. So when it prints, it's going to print it out this way. But when you put it on the tumbler cup, it's going to face the correct way. Just looking at the one I did previously did. Okay, I like it like this. I don't think we need to do anything. So this one is going to be flipped. And so let's download it. We're going to download it. We can download a transparent background, but to be honest, it's going to still be the same. But we'll do a transparent background. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't want to do both. We're just going to do one. And we're going to do the current page. We're going to just download it. All right, so it has successfully been downloaded. And this is how it looks. So this is how it's going to look when I print it out, which you're going to see. Another thing what I want to do is I want to show you how it's going to look on the tumbler. What you want to do is you are going to want to go to layers, put this in the back, and you'll be able to see how it's going to look on the tumbler cup. So let's go to preview, and this is how it should look. You guys, and we're back. So I have the image printed now. So this is how it is, and I did just flipped it over. As you saw, I flipped it over in Canva, and I just printed it instead of going to my Silhouette Studios. So all the things that you will need in order to make this cup is paper. You do need your cup. You also will need a heat gun and shrink wrap. You also will need some tape to tape it. This is my blue transfer tape, my blue heat tape. I do have a bigger one. Where is that? Right here. So I do use these in order to secure it. I also, to make sure that it stays in place, is good for this right here. So the paper that I use, is the sublimation paper by HTV, and I also use their shrink wrap. I definitely do love this paper. I do like A-Sub. A-Sub is good, but I like how the color release from this paper does work. Now, if any time that you run out, regular copy paper works. I have done tumbler cups where I just use regular paper because I was out, and the color is still, the release and stuff is still, it still works. Surprisingly, I didn't think it was, but it did. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we are going to do is we're going to take the paper. We're going to remove the cup, and we are going to want to wipe it. So I have my little cloth. I'm just going to wipe it. And we are going to take the tumbler and we're going to wrap it around. I know the blur is probably, so I'm going to do it this way. We're just going to wrap it around here. And you want to make sure that it's lined up. So you see how, I don't know if you can see, but you see how it's like that. Since I have excess uh, paper, I'm going to trim it. Can you pass me scissors? You'll need scissors if you want to trim it. And I'm just trimming it some. I'm not really measuring it. So I made it like this small. Because it's white, since it's going to be white, it's not really like a really big difference. I'm going to cut the bottom, and then I'm going to take it And yes, so you may not be able to see this part just because I'm working this way instead, but all I'm doing is making sure that it's lined up and making sure that it's straight. That's why if I do cut the top, if I cut the bottom, I do not cut the top, so that way it helps me line up. Usually I have like a little thing to hold it, but since I did not do my tripod, to where you can actually see what I'm doing here, we're just gonna line it up at the top, make sure that it's all lined together. Like so. I don't know if you can see it because it's blurry, but hopefully you can see. You probably can't because I can't see it on the screen, so you probably can't either. Just trust me. So here we go. I'm getting the tape. I did have like a little tape dispenser where it would do it, but yeah, that's no longer with us. R.I.P. So now we got to do it the hard way. All right, so I'm just finding the start part of the tape. Yeah, let's do the big one. So we're just going to take it. We're going to take some of the tape and put it here on my desk if it wants to work with me. Don't worry, I'm going to speed up the process. Take the tape. Oh, the blurriness is not for me. All right, so we're going to just speed up the process, and I'm just going to tape it, and I'll be right back. So, the blur, the blur, the blur. Sorry. All right, so now that I have it taped, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to use my shrink wrap. And all you want to do is just put the tumble cup inside the shrink wrap. Sorry, it is noisy because it is shrink wrap. And now, next, what we're going to do is we are going to take our heat gun. And I did not plug it up, so I do got to plug it up. So give me one moment while I plug this up. Okay, so now I have plugged up my heat gun and dropped my scissors. Um, I'm going to go ahead and do the shrink wrap. I'm going to fast forward it just because it's noisy. So I don't want it to be any louder than it already is in your ear. So here we go. All right, you guys. So now our tumbler cup is ready to go ahead and go in the oven because I do not have a tumbler press. I've been doing tumblers ever since 2021. Um, and I did it with the convention oven. I never purchased. I don't see the point for me to do it that way. For me, I like it just like how I have it in the convention oven. I will show you that, but I do have to switch cameras and get my camera and also find my tripod. But so stay tuned. I'll be back with putting it in the oven and then I will reveal it. I'll probably just reveal it back on my phone and everything else. So it'll be a different camera angle. But here it goes right now. We are on the next step, which is we are going to put it in the oven for 400 degrees. And we're going to do it 6 minutes, but we are going to rotate it every 3 minutes. So I will see you then. All right, you guys, this is Old Faithful. This is what we're going to call it. So I do have a thermostat that I'm going to place in here where it could tell me how long, how the degrees is. I am, once again, I've got it set for 400. Yeah, it's a little dusty, but it's okay. 400, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And I'm just going to wait till it gets hot, and I'll be right back. Another thing that you are going to need is some heat protective gloves because it does get hot. So you definitely want to make sure that you have these. Another thing is, of course, is that you're going to need your tumbler cup. Now y'all can get a good look at how the shrink wrap did. So it's almost ready. Okay, you guys, so now if you can see, it is at 400, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our tumbler cup in. All right, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to switch hands, and then we're going to place it in with the safety gloves. Looks like it's a little bit over 400, but it's okay. I'll just turn it down just a little. All right, I'll be right back in 3 minutes when we're going to flip it. All right, you guys, so 3 minutes has passed, and we're just going to flip it. And then you can tell that the shrink wrap has left some stuff, but it's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and put it back in there, and we're gonna put it back in for another 3 minutes, and after that, the tumbler cup will be complete. All right, another 3 minutes has passed, and so the tumbler is ready to come out now. So we're gonna take it out, and you can see the colors coming through the shrink wrap. So we're gonna turn it off. All right, next is the big reveal. All right, you guys, I am back, and we are ready to go ahead and reveal the tumbler cup. If I don't, if I can stop dropping stuff first. So I'm going to use two. Once again, this is the tumbler cup and how it looks. Matter of fact, I'm not going to use two. I'm just going to use one. And I used the wrong hand. So we're going to grab this glove to hold it. I'm going to take this pick and just going to start taking off the shrink wrap. It is hot, so you definitely want to be careful. And I'm just going to get the tape that I have that was holding the paper. I'm just going to pull it down. Okay. And then I'm just going to take a little pick and pop it that way. And now, oh yeah, It definitely looks pretty. It is hot, but this is how the tumble cup looks. I like it. I definitely hope that y'all like it. So, um, the tumble cup is ready. Just got to cool it down. But yeah, so you have watched me from start to finish of creating this tumbler cup. I definitely hope that you enjoyed it. If you have a sign that you would like for me to create, then just send me a message and I will demonstrate how to make it. Or if you want to order one from me, you can always go to PeaPie Kreations on Etsy, where I will do custom tumbler cups. But definitely thank you for staying tuned all the way through with my video. I hope that y'all have a great day and also Happy New Year's. Hey, you